Maybe. Oh,
Hello.
Merry Christmas Eve.
Yes.
It's me and Lex.
Yes.
Good evening,
Back
everybody,
at it again.
and welcome to our evening of joy, peace, love, and hope. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is Christmas Eve.
Yay.
Are you super excited?
Yes.
Lexi and I are outside in our backyard. I was really hoping that there weren't going to be any clouds in the sky, but
You really can't see them.
there's a lot of clouds in the sky, so it's okay.
Hello.
It's going to be fine. We are going to have so much fun tonight because it's outside and it's cold, but it doesn't matter because it's Christmas Eve and I'm so excited. You're so excited.
Yes.
Okay, so first things first. First things first is our Advent wreath. So I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to tilt you, kind of, hold on, don't fall, and kind of give you an idea. Here we are. All right. Kind of, there we go. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, there's our Christmas wreath. It's out here with us. So we have our Advent wreath, and tonight is, yes, the warmth of Jesus is going to keep us nice and toasty while we're out here because it's 14 degrees.
Yes.
But it's okay. So we needed the darkness because in the darkness, Jesus' light shines the brightest. Just in case you needed to know that, which I figured I'd tell you anyways. So, anywho, it is tonight. We are on our last candle and we are going to be lighting the Christ candle this evening because it is the night of Jesus' birth. And it's important for us to remember why we light the Christ candle on Christmas Eve. Do you know why the Christ candle on Christmas Eve?
Because it reminds us of
It reminds us of the light of Jesus, because the light of Jesus is what shines through us, not just on Christmas Eve, but on every day of the whole year. So we are going to light our Christ candle right here in the middle. He's the tallest one. There it is. It's a flickering. It's a flickering, people. I'll hold it up so you can see it. There it is, right there. Our Christ candle is all set and ready to go in our Advent wreath. And this is a very important light because this is the light of Jesus. And now, because it's Christmas Eve, I'm going to put it right there. You can kind of see it a little bit. But it's hard to do with multi-cameras we've got going here. We've got lots of stuff happening here tonight. It's going to be so much fun. All right, so there's a special prayer that we can say on Christmas Eve, and it comes right out of our book that we have been using all Advent season. And I really hope you've been able to do a lot of fun things that were in the book. You guys did a great job collecting all of the food, and I dropped it off, and they were so grateful. I hope you all have your boxes with you because we're going to need those in a little bit. But in our book, it says, on this holy night, we remember the angel who said, "Do not fear." On this holy night, we remember the shepherds who bowed down before the baby. On this holy night, we remember Mary and Joseph who had faith in God. On this holy night, we remember Jesus who came to save us. On this holy night, we remember God is always with us. Amen. All right. And that is the truth. God is always with us. We are never alone. And tonight, that commemorates everything with our Advent wreath. It is all lit up and beautiful with the lights of Jesus. We have our hope, we have our peace, we have our joy, we have our love, and we have Jesus. God bless all of you and your Christmas Eve and all of the fun things that you have been doing with your families. And I hope that you take a moment tonight to maybe think about what blessings we've had, because this has been a tough year. This has been a tough year, huh, Lex? It has. It has been such a tough year. Is your nose running? Her nose is running. Just sniff. Good job. It has been a tough year, but there are a lot of blessings that we can be thankful for, and all of the family time that we've had, and all of the new ways we've learned to do things, and remembering all of the important things when sometimes it felt like everything was falling apart. If you step back and you think, wow, I really am blessed, it makes everything so much better. and lighting the Christ candle, we truly are blessed because Christ came for us. He came to save us. He didn't have to do that, and he did. He said, I'm going to go save the people, and he did. Jesus is awesome. And he came just as this tiny little baby. Just a little baby. So cute. And he grew up to be the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, just as God had intended. So, good job. I am going to take you're going to need some of these candles in a little bit. So, if you want to turn them off, you can. But keep your Christ candle. That can stay lit. Lex, if you want to just we'll just kind of move those out of the way. All right. So, now, I have a question for you, Lex.
What?
Have you ever been someplace dark?
Yes, I have.
How dark? Like, for real dark? Yeah. How did you feel? Were you scared? No? Oh, I don't like the dark. Sometimes I get scared in the dark. But I'm not. I'm not going to get scared anymore because we have the light of Jesus. And that breaks up the darkness all the time. And that's what we've been talking about this whole Advent season is the light of Jesus and how we were preparing for the light of Jesus to come when he was born on Christmas Day. So, I have something very special for you. We are going to recap the story of Jesus. And I've made something. You don't still like the dark, Alex? That's okay. You don't have to like the dark. But just remember that you're never by yourself. All right, so we're going to pull you a little closer to us. And we're going to slide this over like this. I'm going to have to take my glove off. And I got to turn the camera around. Boop. There we go. All right. Now, it is on. Stop whining. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have to use this because I have sounds and things. Where's the mouse? Oh, I know. Hold on. Don't get all excited. You know, when you do things for the first time on your own, there it is. Okay. See, sometimes you have to, work on things. I'm still working on, yeah, it's giving you the captions. Aren't you lucky? It's telling you exactly what I'm saying. And it's backwards. So that's even better. So, I just try to bring joy to your lives as much as I possibly can. How about we start the story? Are you ready? Is it still talking?
Yeah.
I really wish I knew how I did that with the captions, but let's see.
The button.
There we go. Oh, look at me, I fixed it.
Yeah, you fixed
Are you guys laughing yet? Is everybody enjoying themselves? I'm enjoying myself. All right, I got to get to the story here. My fingers are freezing, but that's okay. You guys are worth it. All right, so let us begin. Our adventure has led us to Bethlehem alongside Mary and Joseph, as well as alongside the shepherds. Mary and Joseph set out to find Bethlehem because of the Roman decree. They were following the rules of their everyday lives. The shepherds went to Bethlehem because of their heavenly encounter with God's angels. We are all invited to Bethlehem. Sometimes we get there through day-to-day things, and sometimes we get there through miracles. We have gone to Bethlehem and returned. We have saw God's greatest gift, Jesus. And he grows up to teach us about the love of God and shares his light with the world. The Bible calls Jesus the light of the world because even in the hardest times, Jesus is still there. Jesus never goes away, just like the light never goes away, no matter how dark it is. We found the light of the world in Bethlehem. And as we continue along on our journey, we shall continue our story. Let me find my fancy dancy mouse here. All right. Oh, stinky. That's all right. The trumpet sounds. Give ear. By the order of the Emperor Augustus, all men will go to their hometowns to be registered. And Joseph went from Nazareth into Galilee to Judea to the city of David called Bethlehem, because he was the house and the family of David, and he took them with Mary, who was expecting a child. Up the hills and down the hills the little donkey wandered. The sun was going down. Soon it would be night. There goes the sun going down. Mary was tired. Joseph was tired. And the little donkey was tired too. When the three came to the little town of Bethlehem, there was quite a crowd. In fact, the city was so crowded that there was no place to stay. Joseph went from house to house. He was looking for some place to stay, any place to stay, where Mary could rest and have shelter. There was not an inch of floor space to be found anywhere. Finally, Joseph came to an inn. The innkeeper opened the door. However, "Go away," said the innkeeper. "We have no room tonight." Joseph turned to go, pulling the little donkey behind him. The innkeeper saw Mary and tired little donkey. He felt sorry for them. "Wait, I have room. Not inside the inn, but I do have a stable where you can stay and sleep tonight if you'd like." Joseph looked at Mary, wondering how she would feel about sleeping where the animals slept. Mary looked at Joseph and nodded in her head yes. Joseph turned back to the innkeeper and said, "Okay, let me show you the way," the kind innkeeper offered. "The stable is just over here." The innkeeper led Joseph and Mary and the little donkey along the path, down the alley, to the small stable. The three looked around. It wasn't much, but there would be a roof over them tonight, and the animals would keep them company. Joseph led the little donkey to the hay to eat and water to drink. And the night came, the very night, with the only Joseph and the animals to keep them company. Mary gave birth to baby Jesus. She wrapped them in a band of cloth and laid them in the manger, right where the animals usually were eating, in the region where the shepherds were keeping their fields and watching their flocks by night. The angel of the Lord appeared to them and told them the good news of great joy. Praise God! Jesus is born. The angel told the shepherds they would find the child lying in a manger. The shepherds hurried and found the child in the stable, just as the angel had told them. They told everyone about the child. The shepherds returned to their fields, glorifying and praising God. Praise God, Jesus is born. Praise God, Jesus is born. I just love that story. Don't you, Lex? That's a great story. It's so awesome because it gets you in the mood and it makes you realize, think about it. We're all been talking days and days and days about how we have to, I'm just flipping me around, it's okay. About how Christmas is different this year and how we can't be with those that we love. And you know what? It was just Mary and Joseph and the animals. There wasn't a whole bunch of people there, doctors and nurses and all of the him and hobbaloo when babies are born. It was just Mary and Joseph. They were all alone. And I bet they were afraid. Maybe just a little. But you know what happened?
What?
She doesn't know what happened. There was a bright light. Remember the bright light?
Oh, yeah.
I know, the bright light. That's a good one. The bright light. Because in the bright light, one of my favorite Bible verses of all times comes from John, chapter 1, verse 5. And it says, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness does not extinguish the lights." I have a surprise for you. Lexi, can you go turn off those lights over there? I'm going to close this down. We're going to turn these off. It's going to be a little dark. Don't be afraid. We're still here. You'll still see us. But you can't really see me, can you? No, because it's dark. It's very dark outside. However, I want to show you something. Because it's dark, in the darkness you can't see, can you?
No.
No. But the cool thing is, maybe,
Technical difficulties.
always
here.
technical difficulties here. My lighter's cold. It is crazy cold out here. We might have to get some help. Oh. I know, I'm trying. I guess we should have left the light shining. Okay, we're gonna send Lexi in the house and she's gonna be right back. Anywho, so we're gonna talk about this darkness. Now, darkness can be scary because you can't see what's in front of you. And sometimes when you can't see what's in front of you, it's a little scary. However, knowing that God is always with us helps because God will always light our way. And it doesn't matter if we can't see because God can see. And when God sent Jesus into the world as the light of the world, it changed everything. Because when you bring light into darkness, there is nothing that the darkness can do to overcome it. Now, other forces come in and try to overcome it. You could have wind, or you can have somebody try to snuff it out. However, darkness can never overcome the light. The light is always most powerful. And if Lexi ever comes back with the candle, I'll show you that. Because no matter how hard the darkness tries, the darkness cannot overtake the light. It's not possible. It's just not possible. I hear her coming. Let's see. It's really dark out here. All right, good job, Lex. All right, so here we go. Here I am. Now, no matter how I try to cover the light with the darkness, the light always comes through. There's nothing the darkness can do to ever take away the light. And there is nothing that can take away the light of Jesus. It is snowing. Of course it's snowing. But that is where we're going with the story of Jesus. Because on Christmas, the story doesn't end. The story begins because the light has been brought into the world. And with the light coming into the world to save us, it can never be extinguished. It will always be here because it shines in you, it shines in her, it shines in me, and it's our job to make sure that we continue to share the light of Jesus with everyone we meet because of the fact that we are the ones to share the good news. And we are the ones that bring the light of Jesus to the world because it's our job now. The light has been passed to us through Christ's birth, death, and resurrection. And now it's our job. Okay, Lex, can you go back over and turn our up lights on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move the light of Jesus right over here. Because we have got a lot to do. Oh, it's so cold out here. All right. So, here I am. Good job, Lex. I have another story for you. It's a really good, see, this didn't work. Don't leave your stick lighters outside when it's cold. They don't work. But we fixed it. Good job, Dad. We appreciate his help. All right. So, all of this time, all through Advent, we've been talking about company was coming, and it's almost here. And that company is bringing the light. Should we use it to warm our hands, Lex?
My hands are cold.
I know my hands are cold. I had to take my gloves off. All right. So, now, I have a story for you of what it means to understand that the light of Jesus starts the Christmas story. It doesn't end it. The birth of Jesus doesn't end Christmas. I mean, it just begins the whole story. So we have another really awesome book, and I'm going to see how well I can.
Oh.
Oh, we're having some.
Do
Okay.
you need me to
Oh,
change that?
oh, I gotta find my controller. I don't have the controller. All right, go to. Oh my gosh, it's like a strobe light out here. Look at us. We just. Oh wait, it stopped.
It's right here.
Okay, turn it.
There.
Okay, that's better.
Max is the other one.
You know what? We're just here to bring you laughter and joy on Christmas Eve because it's all about joy. I could bust out joy to the world right now. You don't know.
No, don't.
You don't know. I might. The evening's not over yet. Okay, so we're going to turn you around again. Well, you're going to get a glimpse. You can see our back door. Let's see. There we go. Oh, there's my computer. All right. So we're going to X out of this one, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to go up here. All right. Oh, we're going to go this way. There we go. Okay. I have to turn it around again because, nope. I just, these are all new technologies that I'm learning for you guys. And I hope you appreciate it. There. Okay, so now the words aren't backwards. Oh, are you whining?
My feet are really cold.
She's whining.
I have 2 pairs of socks on.
Okay, so the name of this book is The Lights of the Church. And this is the story of 2 children who get lost in the woods, but the light of the church brings them into a wonderful story of Jesus. But it's not the birth of Jesus. It's what Jesus does once he grows up. And remember, Jesus was born and then he was protected from King Herod to grow up and do miracles and bring God's light into the world. And that's exactly what he did as he grew up. So I want you to see where the story continues after Jesus' birth. Are you ready? Okay. They had wandered too long in an unknown park. The sun had gone down and it was getting dark. As the night fell, the air soon turned cold, and the boy held his hand out for his sister to hold. I'm scared, she said as she looked all around. We'll be fine, he said. Look, these tracks on the ground. Then there in the snow there were prints for them to follow. Where the deer had walked, the snow was now hollow. So they started to walk with hoof prints as their guide to find the place for the night where they could both hide. They soon came upon a circle of very tall trees. The snow was so dense it came up to their knees. A family of deer walked close to see who these 2-legged creatures could possibly be. They'd never seen children, so they wanted to know why were they there and stuck in the snow. I think those are deer that made the tracks here. If we follow where they go, we'll have nothing to fear. The boy spoke softly, and his sister nodded her head. They both wished they were home and tucked in their bed. So they both kept walking and following the deer. Then there were a bright light, and a path became clear. The stars were sparkling gems in the sky, and more animals followed as the children walked by. Up ahead in a clearing shone splendid rays of light. It was a beautiful church, a beacon in the night. They looked at God's beauty that was all around. They forgot they were lost. Inner peace was found. The boy said, inside the church, we'll be safe and sound. But when they got to the entrance, no one was around. And yet the place was lit with an angelic light. It seemed so heavenly, though it was locked up tight. As they walked to a window, something amazing occurred. The stained glass was moving, and hymns could be heard. As they slowly looked up, they saw the first story. It was Christ's first miracle in all of his glory. A wedding had started, and he was a guest. Then his mother Mary came and made a request. Please help the bride and groom on their special day. They've run out of wine and are in dismay. The servers poured water into 6 jars of stone. Per Christ's request, They left them alone. With a wave of his hand in a miracle divine, he turned that plain water into sweet-tasting wine. How did he do that? The wide-eyed girl asked her brother. The boy said, by the grace of God, and to please his mother. That's the kind of love I have for Mom and Dad, like the hugs they give us, even after we're bad. They walked further down, and a new window came into view, with bright rays of light that warmly steamed through. There they saw Jesus, who was surrounded by a crowd, as he spoke of God's kingdom clearly and loud. Then Christ's disciples came up to speak. Lord, we've been here many hours, and the people feel weak. They are tired and hungry. It's been a very long day. We can't feed them all. We must send them away. Jesus asked, we don't have enough food, so they can all stay? The disciples replied, there's not enough to feed 5,000 today. Jesus said, bring what you have to me. This is my wish. They delivered 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fish. Jesus touched the food, gave to heaven and prayed, and soon his God-given powers were proudly displayed. The disciples began to feed all who were there, and as the food multiplied, there was plenty to share. All of the people were happy. It was a blessing to each. They stayed many more hours and listened to Jesus teach. The boy smiled to his sister. Jesus gives us what we need. Just as he fed the hungry crowd, he provides if you believe. The snow began to fall as the children continued to walk. The miracle of windows soon silenced their talk. The thirds showed the story of the beginnings of a huge storm. The disciples were huddled together in a boat to stay warm. Jesus prayed on the shore as the wind started to blow. As the storm became stronger, fear began to grow. Though through crashing waves, Jesus ventured out toward the boat. He walked on water just like he was on top of a float. At first, the disciples thought they were seeing a ghost, not a man. But little did they know it was a part of Christ's plan. The miracle was about having faith to overcome doubt. Jesus said, do not be afraid. I am your Lord. Just walk out. Peter bravely said, I'll walk to you, Lord. And at the beginning, his courage had soared, but he began to sink. As the waves crashed and the wind blew, Peter became scared and didn't know what to do. He cried out, Lord, save me. Please give me your hand. Jesus grabbed him, but he wanted Peter to understand. Jesus asked, what happened? You were walking out to me. If you'd only kept faith, you could walk. Can't you see? The girl spoke. We should have faith that we'll be safe too. Yes, said her brother, even when it's not easy to do. What do you think the next story will be? They were excited as they walked to the 4th window to see. The scene came alive, and they saw Jesus enter a city. 10 lepers approached him and cried out, Lord, have pity. Remember, lepers are the ones that had that awful skin disease. You shall be healed. Jesus smiled with emotion. Now go to the church and express your devotion. One of the men rushed back to give thanks he was cured. I'm so grateful, Lord, you made my prayers heard. It's thanks to you that I'm completely healed. At Christ's feet, he bowed his head and kneeled. Where are the others? Jesus asked. You're the only grateful soul? I thank you for returning. Your faith has made you whole. The girl looked at her brother. I'm thankful I'm with you. Me too, he smiled. Giving thanks is what we should do. A 5th lively window lit up for the children to view. They walked further in the snow to a marvelous scene and knew. There were lots of families living their lives day to day as they served the Lord at work, at home, and play. Then the scene changed. They suddenly realized their own family was pictured. They couldn't believe their eyes. The girl smiled, it's Mom and Dad, and we're even there too. The boy grinned, and Jesus is blessing us in this beautiful view. You see Jesus at the top? There was only one window left to see. The children couldn't imagine just what it would be. A chorus sang loudly. A rainbow of light poured through. From around the world, they saw what Christians do. All races and nations were gladly helping out to save others from sickness, from fear, and from doubt. And as they brought joy, Jesus Christ could be found there in every little gesture of kindness and care. The church doors opened. They saw Mom and Dad. Their mom hugged them both. We're safe. We're so glad. Their dad smiled. You know you shouldn't wander away. Next time you must stay closer to us when you play. The girl nodded. Can we go home now? I can't wait to get in bed. Their mom laughed. Yes, honey, you're such a sleepy head. But first, their dad said, the church doors are wide open, so let's go in and say a quick prayer of thanks inside. The four of them walked in and knelt down in a pew, and they prayed and gave thanks for all they'd been through. After getting home and through years of happiness and laughter, they remembered the special church forever thereafter. The end. Well, that was a great story. I know, I gotta flip us around again. There we go. Oh, I love that story for lots of reasons. But one of the main reasons that I love that story so much is because there were lots of lessons that we've talked about all of this time about being kind and doing good things and working hard to be the light of Jesus to the world. And that book shows us how the easy ways for us to be the light of the world for Jesus, as Jesus was the light for everybody while he was here. So, you know, Jesus was born for us. He was born for us, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. Jesus was born for you. And he was born for me, and he was born for Lex, and he was born for everybody in the world. He came to the world to save us all. And it's important for us to take care of each other. All of us. Not just our family or the people we know, but we need to take care of everyone. And you guys certainly did that with the food collection. You took care of people and gave them a Christmas dinner that they wouldn't have had. So, and you don't even know who they are, but you helped out somebody else. You've donated things. We donated all of imagine, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of this. Imagine all of the little kids that are going to be opening their Christmas presents tomorrow morning with all of the angel tree presents that you bought and made their Christmas special, something that they wouldn't have had without you. So I want you to remember that no matter the season, no matter the reason, Jesus is the light of the world. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. It could be Christmas. It could be 4th of July. It could be when it's really warm outside and we're not freezing outside. But Jesus is the light of the world. And now you have the light, and you get to share that light with others. And that is exactly what we are going to do. Because you know what we're going to do? We're going to make luminaries. Do you know what a luminary is? Let me get my book. I'm going to read to you the definition of a luminary. I can't even feel my fingers. But you know what? I thought I would be a lot colder, but I'm not.
I can't feel my toes.
Here, this is what a luminary is. A luminary is a simple object that gives off light. Many people make luminaries to light the way to church or home on Christmas Eve. They are a beautiful addition to the sidewalk or driveways leading up to the door of the church or home. So, we are not at church because we're all at home. So I thought, why not help people to see that your home is filled with the light of Jesus, that anybody that comes to your door is going to be welcome, because from a luminary, people know that Christ dwells within that house. So we are going to make luminaries. Are you ready, Lex?
Yeah.
Are you super excited?
Yeah.
She's so excited she can't even stand it. All right. So, if my mom is watching, which I know she is, I know I don't have my gloves on, and I'm very sorry. So don't call me and yell at me later. Oh, and I forgot to show you. I have my nativity scene, but if you look right here, there's one sticker left. And do you know what sticker it is?
The star.
It's the star. It's the light. Now it is done. Doo-doo-doo. I'm going to hang this up. I know you finished yours the other day. All right,
Finished mine
so this morning? All right, okay, so this is what you're gonna need to make your luminary. Now, you don't have to make it outside. Lexi and I are gonna make ours outside, and then when we're done here, we're gonna go inside and drink some hot cocoa, because we're freezing. But it's okay. It's all right, we're good.
It's snowing.
It is snowing, and now the wind's picking up. So now it's really cold out here. All right, Lex. So the first thing you're gonna need is, if you look in your box, your Christmas Eve box, you're gonna have a goodie bag. Some of you have goodie bags. Some of you have some drawing things. There's lots of different things in there for you to share with your families. There's some candy in there, because you know, Miss Bethany loves candy. I love candy. You got some papers in there that you can work on. There's a word search, which Lexi and I'll do the word search inside when it's warm. And also, each one of you has a card in your box that already is pre-stamped and labeled. I need you to fill it out and put it in the mail so that somebody will get a very special Christmas card from you, even though Christmas is over. Technically, the day is over. You will still be spreading Christmas cheer long after December 25th. So make sure you sign your name and then write Ridge Sunday School so they know where you're coming from, and then drop it in the mail and make somebody's day. And it may be somebody on the envelope that you don't know, and that's okay. This card may be exactly what they need on that day that it comes. So make sure you fill that out. Lex, that's your job. All right, so let me see. You have a bag in here of sand. It's not sand, it's kitty litter. And it's fresh.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need that for your luminary. So don't spill it. I'm gonna set it over there. All right, Lex. Okay. So here, okay. So everybody in your family each gets their own special bag. So there's your bag, and here's my bag. All right. Now, also in your bag, in your box, there are 2 blue stars. Now the stars are for tracing. So there's one for you.
But it's not glowing.
Well, no, it's not glowing. You want to go turn on the outside light so we can see better? She's going to give us a little bit more light because it's kind of dark out here. All right. So this is what we're going to do. You need to decorate this bag. I'm going to put on some gloves. Let me get some gloves. I'm a little chubby. Woo! And let there be light. And there was. Holy lights. Now that's the light of Jesus right there. Now you can see my smiling face. I know you were sad. You couldn't see it really well. Holy Nikes, Lexi. My hands are frozen. I'm putting some gloves on.
I can't do my feet.
Well, wrap your blanket around your feet, you wackadoodle doodle.
I'm not doing. I got
Okay.
my shoes.
Here's your pencil.
Oh, I got this.
And you even have pencils in your bags. I sharpened our pencils. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your star and you're just gonna kind of trace it how. Oh, it's spinning. All right, just like that. You don't have to do this right now. You could just watch us, or you could do it with us. However, and then flip this part down, and then you could put this, trace another one like that. Now, turn it over, because you got to do it on the other side too. Don't put holes down here, because your kitty litter will fall out. So just put them at the top. How's it going, Nuts? If you're too cold, you can go inside. She said no thanks. She is braving the storm with y'all. All right. So then I'm just going to do the best I can here. Did you just do one? You can finish it inside. Okay, now. Also in your bags, there are...
Candy. Oh, it's back.
Yeah, there's candy in here. But there's also some push pins.
Why?
Because I'm going to show you. No. You gotta hang it up. You're freezing with me in spirit, Mary. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, there's yours. All right. You also have in your bag a piece of cardboard. The cardboard goes inside your bag like this. Okay. Now, what you do is you take your push pin like this on your star and you poke holes like this. Poke holes, just like this, all the way around your star. I'm gonna try to be fast. I guess I could have did this ahead of time. You can also, Lex, while I'm doing stars, you want to put some, you also have some angels. Now, you only got one sheet of angels, so everybody has to share the angels. And then share your stars. And you can decorate your bags with the star stickers and the star and the angels. And then you can, whoo, I'm working fast. So I am going to poke my stars. And even if you want to do a different shape, you could do a different shape. You could do a square. You could do triangles. You could just put random holes in your star, in your bags, however you want. Just like this. I'm trying to be fast, Lex, so you can have the board. Okay, so once you get that done, then you flip your bag over. See, the cardboard just stays in there. And then you do the other stars like this. I'm going to put some random holes, too, like that. Okay. All right. Once you're finished. My hands are so cold. There you go. All right. So then, oh, Lexi needs the cardboard. All right. So then, you're going to stand up your bag just like this. Don't fall. And since each of you have your own bag, I have a giant bag. You can just dump everybody gets their own bag, and they dump the kitty litter into the bag. I have one bag for our whole family, so I'm going to use the scoop. Let me find my scoop. Okay. I got a scoop. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is not that difficult, Lex. There you go. Okay. All right. Now, you don't need much kitty litter. So once you can see my holes right there. Okay. I need you to go turn the lights off again. All right. So then you can take the paper off of your Advent candles and turn them on. Turn the other one off too. I'm trying to blow out Jesus. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. Then you're going to take your candle and you're going to put it in your bag like that. See? And then it lights up the bag just like this. And it's kind of hard to tell, but the light is coming through the little holes in your bag. I'm going to put one more in there and see if that will work. There you go. Now can you kind of see? It's kind of hard to see because it's dark. Okay, go turn the light on. And then when you're all done decorating it, you can take it. I'm going to stand up here for a minute. I'm going to put it behind me. All right. Not yet, Lex. Not yet. And then you take it and you put it on your, I'm just going to put mine right there. And then you put it on your walkway. And then when people come to visit your house or they drive by to see Christmas lights, they're going to see those and think, oh, Jesus must live. Okay, good job, Lex. All right, turn the outside light. They are going to drive by and see your luminary and know that Jesus lives in your house. And maybe somebody will see that and think that they need some help, and they will come and see you, and you can help them, because remember, that's how we share the light of Jesus. It's not just about saying that we're Christians. It's about acting like we're church. It's not just about saying it. It's about doing it. Right, Lex?
Yeah.
Okay, I think, oh, my hands are so cold. My hands are freezing. Okay. I blew out my light. I'm a little sad right now. That's okay. All right. So, Lexi and I thought that it might be a little fun. I have 2 candles for us right here. Okay. So, before we go, I thought that we could sing 2 songs. Do you remember This Little Light of Mine? Yeah. Okay. But first, okay. So can you go turn the big light off again?
No,
I know. It's okay. We'll fix it. Turn the big light off again. Okay. We should have like our remote.
That one or that one?
Just the big ones. The one on the inside. It's a good thing I have her to help me with the lights. I'd be up and down 100 times. Dad, turn the big light. There you go. Can you see my little luminary behind me? There it is. Okay. So here's Lexi's light. Oh, Lex.
Oh, yeah, I fixed
Make him stop doing that. Okay. So we're going to hold our little lights like this. Okay. Turn your on. Turn your on. Okay. There. Okay. So we're going to sing. Y'all can sing with me. Y'all get a candle. Hurry up. Grab your candles. Hold it in your hand. Put your gloves back on. Okay, ready? We sing. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Did you like our song? I know, we're not the best singers.
Why isn't this
Okay,
thing on?
so, because it's not a real candle, it's not going to keep us warm. All right, so, how about we say a prayer? Thank you for encouraging my singing. Let's say a prayer. Fold your hands. We go fold our hands. Just like this. I'm going to fold my hands like this because I'm really cold. Let's say a prayer. Gracious Lord, tonight is the night that you made your entrance into the world. Tonight is the night that your light began to shine here on earth. God, we are so thankful for the gift of Jesus, for his birth, his death, his resurrection, and most importantly, the lessons and the teachings that Jesus has given us so that we can go out and be the disciples that you call us to be and be the light of the world that you have shined inside of us because of Jesus. God, we are so thankful for our family and for our friends and for our time together this evening. And we know that there is nothing that the darkness to do that can take away the light of Jesus. And we are blessed because we are never alone. And in the dark times and in the crazy times and the overwhelming times, we are never alone. For we have the light of Jesus in us. And you gave us that light, and we thank you for that light, Lord. We thank you for Jesus. We thank you for tonight. We thank you for Christmas. Be with us all as we continue our celebrations and our joy. And remind us, Lord, to take time tomorrow to thank you for Jesus. For tomorrow is Jesus' birthday, and we will sing to him. And we appreciate all that you do for us and continue to do for us. Thank you for the light of the world. Amen. All right. Well, Lex, I think we did it. High five. Oh, that's not even a... Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Well, we hope that you guys have enjoyed this time with us. We have frozen, but it was worth it because we are surrounded by... Oh, let me just show you what's behind me. Hold up. Hold on. There it is.
What is that?
It's the moon.
Oh,
Right there. See it?
hi, Moon.
You see the
What are you
moon?
doing? It's turning its
The moon is out there. It sees us. Yeah. That's great. I love that. I hope you guys had a great time. And I hope you realize that the story of Jesus doesn't end on Christmas. It begins. Because the light of the world has been brought to us. And now we have to share it. Now you need to make your luminaries. And you need to light up your pathways. And post your pictures. Show me your luminaries. Let me see the light of Jesus at your house. And show your neighbors. And show your friends and your family that the light of Jesus shines bright within you. Because it does. I know it does. I see it. I see it in all your faces. And my littlest disciple, I love you guys. I know you guys are doing a great job sharing Jesus with everybody you meet. And that's it. Y'all did a great job. I hope you all have... Oh, it's fine. I hope you all have a very, very blessed Christmas. I hope you enjoyed your time with us this evening. and you had some fun, and you learned a little bit, and most importantly, you
Merry
remember to
Christmas.
shine the light of Jesus.
Merry
Merry Christmas to all of you, and we will see you all very soon. Love you guys. Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas. Bye-bye.
Hope you get nice presents.
You know, I'm going to take my glove off to try to, let's try again. Goodbye.